Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. And thank you, everyone, for joining me here this morning. This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. The Senate is holding rare Sunday sessions to try and finish up the text of the bipartisan infrastructure bill. However, many Americans are now urging House Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to eliminate the filibuster. The three winners of this week's $50 Amazon gift card giveaway are Denise Brown Johnson, Joseph Leonelli, and Kristen Bermudez. Congratulations to all three of you. Remember, everyone, that next Friday I will be announcing more winners of my Amazon gift card giveaway. To enter the giveaway, what you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. The Senate is holding a rare Sunday session as a bipartisan group of lawmakers try to finish up the text of their infrastructure bill. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announced late Saturday night that the bill won't be ready until Sunday. Chuck Schumer stated the bipartisan group of senators has still not finalized the legislative text of their substitute amendment. The staff are still working and say they will have the final legislative text ready tomorrow. The slip into Sunday is the latest delay for the bipartisan legislation, with negotiators meeting around the clock to try to finalize their deal. The group joined President Biden at the White House more than a month ago to announce that they had a deal on a framework for $1.2 trillion over 8 years. But they struggled for weeks to try to hash out the details and how to pay for the legislation, which includes $550 billion in new spending, a perennial sticking point. They then announced on Wednesday that they had a deal on major issues, and the Senate Democrats, with the support of 17 Senate Republicans, have helped to advance the bill over two initial hurdles.
Now, Mr. President, from the very beginning, my stated goal for the July and August work period has been that the Senate pass both a bipartisan infrastructure bill and a budget resolution with reconciliation instructions. This is our so-called two-track strategy, both a bipartisan infrastructure bill and a budget resolution with reconciliation instructions. And despite some bumps in the road, always expected on two bills as large and comprehensive as these, we've remained firmly on track to achieve our two-track goal. On the bipartisan track, I have worked with my colleagues throughout the process to help produce an outcome that all parties find acceptable. I've tried to prod the negotiators when they've needed it and given them space when they've asked for it. Deadlines were necessary to advance the negotiations. We're here right now during a rare weekend session in order to move the bipartisan bill forward as quickly as possible. The idea here is to produce an outcome. The idea here is to produce an outcome, a real bipartisan agreement that provides a significant down payment towards the level of infrastructure investment our country needs. The process from here is simple. Once the legislative text of the agreement is finalized, and I understand it is being finalized imminently, I will offer it as a substitute amendment, as I've always promised. And then the Senate can finally begin voting on additional amendments. Given the thoroughly bipartisan nature of the bill, I expect we'll be able to consider all the relevant amendments and finish the bill in a matter of days. But we know that this bill is not everything our country needs. That is why, after the bipartisan infrastructure legislation passes this chamber, I will immediately move to the other track, passing a budget resolution with reconciliation instructions, which will allow the Senate to make historic investments in American jobs, American families, and efforts to reverse climate change. Both tracks are very much needed by the American people, and we must accomplish.
Right now, senators are feeling bullish about the chances that the bill passes as soon as the end of next week. It is a U-turn from Monday when the talks appeared on the brink of collapse. In addition, an 11th hour scuffle on Friday delayed a vote to formally start debate after Republicans sounded the alarm over a draft that was circulating around Capitol Hill and with lobbyists that did not accurately reflect the group's agreement. Even after this past Wednesday's announcement, talks continued on a host of final sticking points, including broadband and transit, and the parts of the text were still being drafted on Saturday. The bill is expected to be massive, with drafts coming in around roughly 2,500 pages. Senate Democrat Mark Warner, a member of the bipartisan group, said on Saturday that they were still finishing up the last couple pieces of legislative language. I hope that we get that finished as soon as possible so we can get this bill on the floor and have amendments, have a debate. Mark Warner and other senators like Jeanne Shaheen, Kristen Sinema, and John Tester, who are 4 out of 5 core Democratic negotiators, were spotted huddling around the Capitol and meeting with Chuck Schumer on Saturday. The Senate had hoped to start voting on potential changes to the bill today. No votes have currently been scheduled, but senators had previously warned that if the release of the legislative text slipped past Saturday, that could potentially push the first votes into Monday. Right now, over 24 youth-focused organizations and more than 100 other young people sent Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer a letter. It was first shared with CNN News, and they were urging the New York Democrat and his caucus to scrap the filibuster. The letter that was delivered to Chuck Schumer argues that the Senate stall taxes stands in the way of passing legislation to protect the next generation, a group of Americans facing what they call multiple urgent crises, at once such the attack on voting rights, danger of climate change, and the burden of student loan debt. But while Democrats have been pushing for a voting rights bill, the high 60-vote threshold in the Senate and little GOP support for the legislation means it has almost no chance of passing. For weeks now, voting rights activists and progressive Democrats have intensified demands to change the filibuster rules, hoping that the pressure will be enough to convince their party's most stalwart filibuster defender, Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, to buckle and agree to gut the filibuster. Though he has showed no signs of caving on Thursday, he stood by his commitment to maintaining the filibuster's 60-vote threshold. So everyone, what are your thoughts on the filibuster? Should it stay or should it be eliminated? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Next Friday, I will be announcing more winners of my Amazon gift card giveaway. To enter the giveaway, what you must do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have an awesome and blessed Sunday.